approach. As soon as we get the signal from our station masters, we'll be on our way. We have thumbs up, the ding ding, the wave wave, and the...
we may be joining the crew.
So from this point forward, please remain seated. And as we depart from the Nairobi train station, we're going to put a hand up in the air and wave it to the right hand side and say goodbye.
That's what we're working with. She nailed it on our house. I was like, it was out of our price range, but it had what it was on minus
The very first roller coaster on our trip outside of the Nairobi station is the yellow and green coaster going right over your heads called Cheetah Hut. Cheetah Hut is a launch coaster, which means you'll be going from 0 to 60 in just seconds. It's also the longest roller coaster in our park with 4,429 feet of track. On the left-hand side, you'll be looking at some green bushy bushes. Welcome to Busch Gardens. But just behind those bushes, you'll be looking at the edge of Africa, which is our self-guided tour to 13 different species of African animals. That is including, but not limited to, lions, hyenas, lemurs, and our very own hippo. The big white building on the right-hand side is the Serengeti Overlook, and there you get to enjoy pizza, chicken tenders, or salads. And for those of you over the age of 21, also the giraffe bar. On the right-hand side, we have Cobra's Curse. Cobra's Curse is a one-of-a-kind vertical lift coaster that takes you face-to-bang with Venomous the Snake King. It takes you forwards, backwards, and then through a freeze-free finale, but it will never take you upside down. To get on Cobra's Curse, you also only have to be 42 inches to ride, so it is completely family-friendly. On the right-hand side, the big yellow and blue roller coaster is Montu. Montu will take you upside down, but not once, twice, or even thrice. It'll take you upside down 7 different times. Montu is also completely inverted, meaning the tracks are above your head is below your feet, and your feet will be dangling the entire trip. So if for some reason you've chosen to wear flops, Crocs, or sandals to the park today, you will lose them on this ride. We're now entering the Serengeti belt, which is home to all of our free roaming animals. These animals can come as close or as far to the train as they would like, so remain seated at all times. As we enter the boat, the first thing you guys will see are those tall, brown, and incredibly recognizable palm trees. Welcome to Florida. But amongst all the palm trees, you're also going to be looking at the reticulated giraffes. These giraffes can grow anywhere from 17 to 19 feet tall, depending on their gender. Please remain seated at all times. Sit down, please. Thank you. They also do absolutely everything standing up. This is, of course, the one and only reason they are not allowed on the train, as you must be seated at all times. But amongst all the things they do standing up, they also give childbirth standing up. So while your first experience upon being born was your mother's loving embrace, their first experience was a 6-foot drop straight to the floor, which is what you'll also experience if you don't remain seated. On the left-hand side, we have one of our white rhinos. White rhinos are the third largest land mammal, so they can weigh anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000 pounds. The rhino you are particularly looking at is Tombo, and Tombo, only fully grown male rhino. On the left-hand side, we also have the Grant zebras. If you've ever seen a zebra in a movie, a TV show, or even in someone's Instagram post, it was most likely one of these guys, because they are the most photographed zebras in the world. Behind the hills on the left-hand side, we have the wildebeest. Wildebeest are able to stand and walk only 5 to 7 minutes after they're born, because their herds are almost always migrating. They migrate in such insanely large numbers that if the babies get left behind, they probably won't even notice. On the right-hand side, the brown animals with the very long curved horns are called sable antelopes. Sables are a female-dominant species, which means they have a dominant female, so dominant male in the herds, and they believe in girl power. They actually believe in it so much that they kick out most males 2 to 3 years of age.
Smart woman.
Continuing on the right, you're going to see a couple more of our Grant zebras. These zebras slow down to the slowest member of their herd so that no one gets left behind. The brown animals hanging out with the zebras are Tafasa waterbuck. Despite their name, waterbucks are not aquatic creatures, but they are known to run into the water to escape predators, which is a little silly because they are not that good at swimming. On the right-hand side, if you're looking very closely, you'll also see one of our redneck ostriches. These are the largest birds in existence that can grow up to 9 feet and 330 pounds. But even while carrying all this weight, they're able to run up to 45 miles per hour. up on the right-hand side, you will see the Watusi cow, so known as the African Longhorn. In the Watusi tribes that these cows were from, they were seen as sacred and a sign of wealth, and because of that, they were hardly ever slaughtered for meat, but mostly used for milk production. Coaster on the right hand side is Kumba. Kumba will take you up 143 feet through 7 different inversions up to speeds of 60 miles per hour, all while being the loudest roller coaster in our park. So in lesser words, it is nothing short of headache inducing. On the right-hand side, you'll see the bongo antelopes. These creatures are so elusive and good at hide and seek that they actually tricked us into thinking they went extinct. Of course, they didn't go extinct, they were just hiding in remote part of Kenya up until about the 1950s. On the left, you'll be looking at the backside of Jungala, home to Serengeti Tigers and our very own Chick-fil-A. This is the first and only Chick-fil-A in the theme park, but it is not special and it will still close on Sundays. We are now slowly approaching the Stanley Gold train station. This is the station located closest to Shikara Tigers, the Stanley Falls Flume. On that way to Busch Gardens and our very own Sesame Street Safari of Fun. If you guys would like to get off at this station, you can. Not your next stop is Nairobi, but please, please, please remain seated until I've told you it is safe to stand. Not yet, not yet, not yet. It is now safe to exit on the platform side and the platform side only. If you guys enjoyed your trip or anybody did not enjoy your trip, I was not here.
Tell Michael hi if you see him.
Ready to depart. So, no more exiting of the train. Exchanging seats or rows. We're just waiting on station masters to give us the all clear. All right, we got a thumbs up, a ding ding, a wave wave. Just waiting on a double choose. Alrighty, and we'll begin our journey at the speed of an earthworm. Again, just as a gentle reminder, please remember that everyone must remain seated. If you have small children, please place them on your lap. Look to your left. Let's start waving goodbye at those hard-working station masters. Say goodbye. All right, we'll return to this red and blue coaster. This is SheiKra. SheiKra's unavailable today because it is getting its annual maintenance. But it'll be coming back real soon. And when it does, it'll take you up 200 feet into the air. Pause, point you downward at a 90-degree angle, then let you loose at 70 miles per hour as you scream your way all the way to the exit. Also, on the right side of the train, we have our other scream machine, and that is Iron Quasi. Iron Quasi has a first drop of 206 feet at a 91-degree angle, reaching a maximum speed of 76 miles per hour. So if you're ready to get a real scream today, be sure to stop by Iron Quasi. As we make our way forward, if you look to the right, you get a glimpse of the oldest coaster in the park, and that is Scorpion. Scorpion will take you up its first lift hill, but then drop you into a 360-degree loop at 55 miles per hour. Scorpion can be found in the Pantopia section of the park, along with Falcon's Fury, Dragonfire Grill, the Carousel, lots of carnival games, and so much more. Pantopia is easy to find because it is the most colorful part of our park. And coming up on the left side of the train, you should get a glimpse of the Stanley Falls Flume Ride. This is the longest flume ride in the state of Florida with a total ride time of 3 minutes and 30 seconds. It has a final lift hill of around 50 feet, where it will drop you at 25 miles per hour into a pool of water where you may or may not get wet. And coming up on the left side of the train, on top of the hill, I know you can't see a lot, but that is Jungala. This is where you'll find Kumba, Banga Banga Bunker Cars, the orangutans, the Bengal tigers, and Chick-fil-A. Busch Gardens Tampa is the only amusement park that currently has an on-site Chick-fil-A, and since today is not Sunday, they are open for business. And on the left side of the train, that green and rust-colored structure you're looking at is Kumba. Kumba stands for roar in the African dialect, and this coaster will take you on a roaring adventure, starting you out at 143 feet in the air, letting you loose at 65 miles per hour, where it will then flip you upside down 7 times. Kumba gets that loud roar from its tracks that were constructed completely hollow on the inside. And as we cross the road, look to your left. you should see a rust-colored cow with long horns. This is a Watusi cow, also known as the African longhorn. These cows are never slaughtered for their meat because they're considered both sacred as well as a sign of wealth. We're now entering our 65-acre Serengeti belt. This is where our animals are free roaming, so please remember to stay seated at all times, keeping all body parts inside of the train. You may take as many pictures as you would like, but please stay seated while doing so, keeping your cell phone or your camera inside of the train. If you just so happen to drop your phone in this area, you might get a phone call from a rhinoceros. And on the left side of the train, off in the distance, we have the third largest land mammal, and that is a white rhino, lying down by the fence. These animals can actually weigh as much as 6,000 pounds, but they can outrun anyone on the train at speeds of 35 miles per hour. Busch Gardens Tampa is home to over 300 different species of animals, of which 60 are on the endangered species list. Busch Gardens has also won numerous awards for its animal conservation efforts and has been rated the top zoological theme park in the world. As we make our way around the bend. As we make our way around the bend, on the left side of the train, you should get a glimpse of an extremely tall animal with rust-colored spots. These are reticulated giraffes. Also, we just passed a black rhino. I'm sorry we missed her. Sometimes she's out, sometimes she's not. But I guess she decided she needed a little sun today. But on the left, those very tall animals are a reticulated giraffe. Also, that tan animal you're looking at with the horns is known as a I just had a brain freeze. It happens. It's an eland antelope. Also, if you got a chance to see the white animals laying on the ground, those are ADAP antelope. Those are actually the most endangered animals on the face of the earth, with less than 300 of them still existing in the wild today. And as we continue our journey, on the left side of the train, you should see another rust-colored animal with tan stripes. These are known as Nyala antelope. These antelope are very unique in that they're considered to be sexually dimorphic. That means males and females do not look anything alike. Here at Busch Gardens, we have all females. Males, believe it or not, are much bigger than the females are, all gray in color, and they have long, gray, bushy beards. And on the right side of the train, you should get a glimpse of the Serengeti Flyer. This is our newest attraction that will swing you back and forth at speeds of 67 miles per hour with a maximum height of 135 feet. If you're interested in seeing any of our animals here at Busch Gardens up close and personal, be sure to stop by the Animal Interactions and Tour booth located by the Nairobi train station. In fact, we're passing that building now. It's on the right side. It's a tan building with the green stripes. As we approach the Nairobi train station, please remain seated till we come to a full and complete stop. I hope everyone enjoyed their journey on the Serengeti Express. If you did, my name is Reneki. If you did not, I don't even know what my name is today. But please remain seated till we come to a full and complete stop. We're almost there, but not quite yet, so please remain seated. Again, please remain seated. We're almost there. Almost. It is now safe to exit on the platform side. That is the right-hand side of the train. As you exit the train,